Good day, Warrior Nation. Welcome to the Warrior Hot Seat Challenge. In this new series brought to you by NEHS TV, we are going to give you a behind-the-scenes access look to the inner thoughts and imaginations of your favorite New Egypt high school teachers. Throughout the year, we will be inviting different staff members to join us at our special interview desk to ask them questions about themselves, their favorite things, their careers, their thoughts on various world issues, with a spicy twist to the questions. And before we explain the interview process, we'd like to thank Mr. Armstrong and the Video and Photography Club, as well as the TV Academy, for making this possible. My name is Alex Pavluk, former news anchor and director of the 20th anniversary documentary, and this is the Warrior Hot Seat Challenge. All right, and now I'd like you guys to meet your esteemed guests for the night. For the first ever edition of the Warrior Hot Seat Challenge, we have Mr. Fowler, the leader of the engineering clan in the high school, and we have Mr. Feddema. He's a part of the history department here at New Egypt High School. You guys ready for this?
Yeah, man.
You guys have seen Hot Ones.
Right.
This is the inspiration behind the show. So pretty much what we've got is 7 wings with 7 sauces going from kind of hot, mild to death sauce.
It's the best way to put it.
Pour it on a little thick.
So pretty much you're both going to eat a wing, and then you're going to we're going to ask you some questions, and we're going to move through the gauntlet. So without further ado, if you guys are ready, we're going to start with the first question, which is going to be between both of you guys. Both of you guys are answering these questions.
All right.
I think
So,
we had the tiki.
You got
hot
you
sauce,
have
something
tiki
like that.
sauce.
First, tiki sauce sold by the art club last year.
Ah, yeah,
Okay.
look at that.
Pretty unique sauce.
So
All right.
whenever you guys are
Cheers,
ready,
brother.
dink it and sink it. We're gonna run right to the first question from in-house musicianal god, Mr. Grotto. He wants to know who your favorite artists and musicians are.
I mean, I'm probably gonna start with Bruce Springsteen. I just like how Bruce's music connects to the real world, American dream. No matter what mood you're in, you can listen to Bruce, and it'll help you out.
What about you, Mr. Fowler?
I listen to a little bit of everything. I obviously really like jazz. I listen to a lot of different hip hop.
You like jazz?
Yeah, I do. My favorite rap artist right now is Earl Sweatshirt. I really like punk. So one of my favorite bands ever would be Bomb the Music Industry, and other bands in that same vein.
Moving on quickly to the realm of TV, kind of like what we're doing here. What's your favorite TV show?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's
Done.
a good one.
Easy.
What is your spaghetti policy here?
My spaghetti policy, spicy.
Nice. There you go.
I'm probably in between Game of Thrones and Stranger Things.
Okay.
You guys obviously remember Halloween, never-ending story, going flying down the hallway on my bike. Sorry, administration, by the way. But definitely big fans of that. And Stranger Things still has yet to end. I'm probably in the camp of I'm not as disappointed in the ending of Game of Thrones as most people were, but could have been a little better.
Different culture, different fan base. Star Wars. Favorite Star Wars movie, and do you agree with the backlash of The Last Jedi?
Favorite movie, Rogue One.
Okay.
Because I like the story of how it sets up the entire story of Star Wars. And I like how it's not about the Skywalkers. It's a different aspect, and it kind of has a little bit of a darker ending too.
Yeah.
But I didn't see the problem with Last Jedi. I thought it was fun.
I feel like it's just the name in the game now to recycle intellectual property. So it's just kind of what you expect. I don't know if I have a favorite Star Wars movie. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it's an okay series.
What about Rick and Morty? I hear you guys are fans of that show. Can you impersonate Rick and Morty? This is a question from James Callahan.
Ooh.
Bird person think. Right, he always talks in third person.
Yeah.
Bird person's not a fan of this. I also like the guy who talks about the Gear Wars. He's pretty funny too. All right.
Fed?
Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. Mr. Meeseeks is definitely one of my favorites.
Okay. All right. Burning question. NFL was here last school year. Why are the Philadelphia Eagles the best sports team of all time?
I mean, they're Philadelphia Eagles. They're winners. That's what it is.
Chip Kelly traded LaShawn McCoy for a corn dog. We're still here. Things are okay.
Valid statement.
All right, we're going to move on to the second wing now. You've had time to settle from the tiki sauce. We're moving on to sriracha. Pretty much everywhere, any store. Fairly simple, fairly mild, nothing too crazy. So while you guys are chewing those, letting them settle, letting them in, letting them digest, what is your opinion on pineapple on pizza?
I wasn't a fan, but the more I've experienced it, I've been yeah, it's pretty good. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. So punish me for it, whatever you want to do. I was a fan.
I think it's your American right. You should put pineapple on pizza. Put in the amendments.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No. Hot dog's a hot dog.
Hot dog.
It's a sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
Yeah, it's got bread,
Bread,
opens.
meat, condiments.
I think I
Lower
put it
your
in its own-
standards. Lower your standards, Fed.
True. Let's put it in its own category, I guess.
If you could have dinner with one celebrity, who would it be at? And what restaurant? I'm gonna throw that in there. What restaurant would it be at?
I would probably have to choose. I said this the other day in class. You got yours, Fowler? Like, I forget.
I'd pick Elon Musk because I just want to pick his brain. To the point where somebody's so successful that they think that we're living in like a video game. Seems pretty interesting. So I'd want to go out to dinner with him. It really doesn't matter where, but it'd be cool.
I didn't think. Carson Wentz. Easy. I would go to Geno's. Actually, no. I'm not as much of a Geno's fan. Sonny's is the best cheesesteak in Philadelphia.
Jim's.
I like Sonny's. I went to Sonny's.
Tony Luke's.
Sonny's was clutch.
Tony Luke's.
Sonny's.
I love Tony Luke's.
Sonny's.
Get a roast pork sandwich.
I would go
Not
to
even
Sonny's.
cheesesteak. I don't even get a cheesesteak. in Philly.
Sonny's with Carson Wentz. You didn't say the restaurant for Elon Musk. Where would you go with him?
I don't know. Somewhere low class, like Taco Bell. Seems like a cool guy.
Why are you guys teachers? What drew you guys to teaching?
My 8th grade history teacher really inspired me. He was a fun guy, but he also like pushed me to do more. Like he challenged me to go into honors. He said, "I'm not putting you in there. You need to earn it." But the way he challenged me, and just the way he made class fun too. Like I knew since I was in middle school, I wanted to be a teacher because of him.
I had initially wanted to be an artist and actually got into the college in Jersey as an art major. I did all the fine art portfolio, all that stuff. And I had a meeting with the teacher who kind of sat me down and said, hey, I know you talked about how much you really want to help people and stuff like that. And if you're an artist, you might not have the same opportunity. So I ended up having an interview at TCNJ with the dean, and I jumped right into it. I ended up getting really lucky, and I love what I do. So.
All right, we're gonna move on to the third wing now. This is the jalapeno pepper wing. Dinkum, all right.
I'll put a little bit more on mine. You got a lot.
All right. Would you rather spend the rest of your life in a treehouse or a cave?
Treehouse.
Yeah.
I like seeing nature. I like being outside. Treehouse.
Yeah. I don't know. Something about the winter, like not getting that much light. I just get really sleepy all the time. So I feel like I'd be, not as happy in a cave. Plus bears.
This is from in-house Shakespearean expert, Miss Alexis Fox. She wants to know, would you rather have hands as feet or feet as hands?
I'm gonna go with hands as feet, so I could actually grab things with my feet.
That's what I was thinking. Revert me back to like when primates,
Yeah.
running it.
Would you rather read everything out loud or sing everything out loud? This is asked by Miss Santoro.
Sing everything out loud. I like singing.
Yeah.
My
I
beautiful
find
singing
myself
voice.
narrating the actions of my life in tune.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna set the scene for you. Main Street, New Egypt, New Jersey. Would you rather have you versus you water balloon fight or food fight in the middle of Main Street?
Totally a food fight. I've been in plenty of water balloon fights. I've never been in a food fight before, and I want that experience at least once.
Yeah, I think the food fight would definitely work out a lot better.
Take an El Aguila quesadilla, bang, throw it across Main Street. You got Wawa right there. You have a whole arsenal
you have
of
a whole
food.
armory of just food ready to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Ready to rock. All right. Fourth wing.
This one is also hot garlic, but this one is a lot spicier.
We're almost at our
a little bit more
middle
for this.
ground. We're almost at our middle point.
Doink.
All right. What is your favorite memory at New Egypt High School as a staff member? This is from Christian Olivo, by the way.
Sectional final for soccer.
Okay.
That one hit hard. Ooh.
Winning, yeah. Ooh. Definitely winning sectional championship, coaching bowling, and the time I got to spend with all you guys.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Sentimental.
God, I'm gonna try not to drink milk. I think the best memory was not eating these hot wings. Was when we got to test a bunch of really cool design projects at the end of last year. We flew planes. We tested off different Arduino program projects. So that was really cool. Coming from a middle school environment and coming here, just the ceiling was so much higher. So that was just awesome.
All right, Fowler. The rest of these questions are for you.
All right, let's do it.
So, how paranoid do you get trusting 14 and 50-year-olds with power tools?
Oof. The awesome thing is we go through so much training, and the kids are really good about having respect not just for me, but for the tools, because I mean the tools, they don't respect you. So, and again, coming from the middle school to here, I think my worries are a lot less.
What was your most painful experience you ever had on a lacrosse field?
On a lacrosse
I
field?
think that's for me.
Is that for
Almost
you?
for him.
Yeah. But most painful experience on the cross field is probably in college. We were playing goalie. I was playing goalie. I know Dane wanted to know this. And I took a shot off the inside of my thigh, and it hurt so bad. It was from like a deep hole, so the ball comes faster at you. I was hopping around the net once I cleared the ball, but then one of my teammates lost the ball, and the same kid comes from the same spot in the field, takes the same shot, and hits me again in the same spot, and I literally collapsed on the field. And the ref called the timeout. I was like, yeah, give me 30 seconds. I'm good. But definitely getting drilled with back-to-back shots was tough.
Cool.
That was really bad.
Mr. Fowler, what would
Okay.
you what would you get for selling your truck right here, right now?
What would I want?
What would you want to sell your truck for? What would you be willing to sell your truck for?
Oh man, I want a house really bad. So if you got a house and you want that car, it's yours.
What is the best thing that you made in the engineering lab so far?
I think the RC planes are really cool that we've made from scratch. We've created a complete RC car. We've created electronic door locks, like stuff that you might even buy for your home. We had just finished up a Halloween project, which is really cool. So it kind of like the stuff you might see at like Party City or something. So we created the actual ghosts or whatever that might jump out and scare you. So
Fed,
That's
is
awesome.
bowling a real sport?
Yes, bowling's a real sport because there's injuries in bowling. But this is what the real reason why I say bowling is a sport is because obviously there's still some physical activity going on. Like, it actually is physically challenging to imagine taking a 15-pound weight and swinging it, I guess across like 10 frames, 3 games. Imagine swinging like a 15-pound weight 60 times as hard as you can trying to throw it forward. And the thing that fascinates me about bowling is the mental aspect. It's like golf, where if you're having a day and you stay in the zone, you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
But it's such a mental game because you can watch one time you have 1 or 2 missed easy spares and things start going downhill a little bit.
All right, we're gonna move on to our next sauce. This is the cafeteria hot sauce.
New Egypt original.
Yeah,
It
Warrior
is
Cafe.
unnamed.
This is
Unknown.
unnamed, unbranded, unknown, unrestricted. All right, so this is from Miss Santora, another question from Miss Santora. She wants to know, what is one weakness from your life that you would take away?
I think at times I'm too nice. I believe that kindness always wins, but half the time it doesn't. So if I had a weakness I'd take away maybe be a little bit more like aggressive with like being a little bit more assertive, and also just not being forgetful.
I definitely relate to the maybe being a bit more aggressive thing. I wish that I didn't have so many different interests and I just focused in on one, because it's kind of that feeling that you do so many different things, you're not really great at anything, but you just know a bunch of different stuff, like a little bit here or there. So it'd be cool if I like really just was able to focus on one thing.
Yeah.
If you weren't a teacher, what would you guys be doing?
I would definitely be a sports announcer. You guys see me do like the basketball announcing. I actually in college was the play-by-play commentator for Rider Ice Hockey on the college radio station. I announced football games in high school that went on like public access. So if I wasn't teaching, I'd definitely be like in the hostile world of sports media right now.
We're gonna eat the next wing now, though.
Okay.
So it's a chocolatey kind of sauce.
But is it still hot?
That's a good question. We're gonna find out. So
Definitely catch the chocolate at the beginning. Wow, it's chocolatey.
yeah, let's hope it gets hotter.
Is that like a Hershey bar?
When was the last time you pushed yourself to your physical limit? Fed?
You already know the answer.
We know the answer.
You already know
What
the
is
answer.
it? What is it, Fed?
Fed ran the marathon.
All right.
Fed ran the New York City Marathon, 26 miles.
All right.
3 doctors' appointments.
Fowler, how about you?
Later.
Wow.
How about you? What
Oh
did
my
you do?
goodness.
Still perfectly fine. Worth it.
So I tore a ligament in my knee when I was in 8th grade, and I didn't get it fixed until like 2 years ago. So I was walking around with my knee just like, pop out. So I did a 50-mile hike from PA to Harpers Ferry, Virginia, which was nuts. And all along the way, I'm just like walking, geez, fall down, rest for 5 minutes, get up, do it again. It was a really, really good trip. Obviously, now that my knee is better, I would do it again, but it was really hot. My mouth's starting to go numb.
Yeah, that's kicking in. No safe word.
What was your first impression of each other?
Loser. I'm joking.
High
joking.
schooler?
High schooler.
Right. So we're gonna move on to global warming.
I think it's a cycle, but I think we don't help the cycle per se. Like when we're going out and all the greenhouse gases, whatever they are, like I think it is a cycle, but we're definitely not doing the job to help. But I think I'm a little bit more of a believer after the fact that we don't have a fall or a spring anymore. Like soccer practices, we were literally having like practices in shorts with 70 degrees, and then our last game was like 40 degrees and windy. Like there's no more fall or spring. You're either in the summer or the winter.
One other issue is that we're going to see a lot of problems that maybe people don't fully understand, like human migration. Even if 1 to 2% of inhabitable lands are gone, you're going to see people relocating, and that's going to create a lot more issues than we're seeing today.
I see sweat. Are you guys sweating right now?
Yeah.
Got a little sweat
I think
dripping?
we're about to.
Little sweat.
I'm
sweat
good right now.
beads?
That last one was a little hot.
Yeah. All right, guys, you ready? We're going to the last wing.
All right.
We're going to
So
Mad Dog 357.
All right, so you're first.
I'm first.
So, there's no questions for this. They have their own things planned. So I believe that the order is going to be Fed and then Mr. Fowler. This is the hottest sauce on our roster. It's made with 6 million Scoville units. It'll blow your face off.
That's what it actually says. This is actually on Hot Ones too. Like this is from the actual.
And that's not even the last one.
That's not even the last one they do. So, you ready, Fed?
Yeah.
Take it down.
Bottoms up. All right.
It's a generous bite. All right. What will you be doing for us today, Fed?
Oh my God.
I can smell it.
I'm gonna recite the Gettysburg Address. I'm gonna recite the Gettysburg Address. 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth on the continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated a proposition that all men are created equal.
Don't touch your eyes.
Don't touch your eyes.
Now we are engaged in a great civil war. I think whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are men on a great battlefield of that of war. We've come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that their nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper we should do this. But in a larger sense, we should not dedicate and cannot consecrate, nor can we allow this hollow ground, the brave men living and dead who struggled here have consecrated for it. For above our poor power to add to the teacher, nothing more helpful, no longer remember. We shall say here before I can ever forget what they did here. It is for us living and are not to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which who fought here have done so nobly advanced. Holy crap. To the great remaining before us, that those who honor dead, we take increased devotion to that for cause which they gave their last full measure of devotion that we have highly resolved, and that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from this earth.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That was great. All right.
What will you be doing, Mr.
So
Fowler?
I'm gonna be doing the Chance the Rapper feature of Action Bronson's Baby Blue.
Action Bronson, Hot Ones alumni.
All right, so here.
All right. Oh boy.
Oh
All
God.
right. You know this off the top of your head, correct?
No.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Remember, you can take a lap, you can do something, hang out.
All right.
I feel so bad.
Oh, this is crazy.
I feel bad being a part of this. I feel.
Here you go.
I hope you get a paper cut on your tongue from a razor in a paper cup. I hope every soda you drank already shaken up. I hope your dreams dry like raisins in the baking sun. I hope your hair goes missing in your early 30s. I hope there's always snow in your driveway. I hope you never get off Fridays and you work at a Fridays that's always busy on Friday. I hope you win the lottery and lose your ticket. I hope this Ben and Socrates poop all up in your kitchen. I hope the zipper on your jacket gets stuck and your headphones short and your charger don't work and you spill off stuff on your shirt. I said off. And your tears don't hurt. And I can smile on your face. It's been a while since Delilah changed my locks to a fade. I hope you're happy. I hope you ruined this for a reason. I hope you're happy. Ah! That's the Chance the Rapper noise.
Oh, I need that bread.
Wait, where's my high five?
Oh my god. That was Mr.
so
Fowler,
bad.
Mr. Feddema.
Oh.
Wow.
Thought
not
we
me.
would've made it here.
This is
Not me.
quite the adventure.
Yeah.
Tears have been shed, emotions have been drained,
Oh my god.
thoughts have been said.
I can't
guess
stop crying.
all that's left to
Yeah, I'm
say
crying.
is, what do you guys have left to say? Anything left? Anything you want to tell the people before we sign off?
But oh my god. What we would like to do is we want to see some other teachers get on here as well. So what we would like is we're gonna list a few teachers, and what we would like you guys to do is we want you to tell us out of this list of teachers who would you want to see in our spot
All
doing
right.
this. So that way, like we can get more people involved in this and make this like kind of a thing for the news. I'm nominating 2 people. I want Carol and I want English in this seat.
I want Miss Kolonkowski and I want Mr. J. Corby.
So what you can do, come find Fowler and I, Mr. Armstrong, anyone involved. Tell us who you want to see. They might back out after seeing this, but
This is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
But I believe in you, and you got this.
yep.
All right. Well, we got wings, we got questions. You just need to bring the answers and be able to handle the heat. See you guys next time.
Oh my God.
Yo, that's so bad. Oh my god.